Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah.
Welcome back to yet another Whiskey and Insurance podcast. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I'm excited about this one because we got our cameraman. Baby. We told you we were bringing him on. We told you we were.
I was tired of telling people we were going to do
I
it.
know.
We just needed to get this thing done. We need to get him out in the open.
How you feel, man? You're not behind the camera no more. You're on set.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be honest, it's a lot less stressful when you're actually on the podcast as opposed to being
a lot more relaxing.
That was a shot.
Editing.
That was a shot.
So yeah, it's good to be on.
It's good
A
to have
lot more
you, man.
relaxing.
It's
Well,
good to
hey,
have you.
we got a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 Roses.
4 Roses.
And I'm excited about the topic
Absolutely,
we have today, dude.
Oh, yeah,
we
the
won't,
topic
won't,
is
we won't
good.
say it.
We won't say it.
But I'm excited about that. Should be fun.
This bottle, Mark, I think you all know, but has a kind of a special meaning to me, and I'll get into that after. But 4 Roses, okay? We got the single batch select, sorry. Most sought after bottle. It's the top bottle, okay?
How much is the price of the
80.
value? $80 value?
$80.
Got it.
It's a good one, man. This is like, it's up there with Angels and Beat for me.
That's how you feel?
Yeah,
We'll see.
I promise.
We'll see. Does he be on when in regards to like ratings and stuff like that? I feel like he'd be off sometimes. Like, comment down
hey, it's
below
all
if y'all
biased,
tried
man.
some of
It's
what
all
we.
biased.
It is. You're right.
Little backstory though. I mean, I have this literally tattooed on my shoulder.
What?
Wow.
4 Roses. Yeah.
Literally this
Can
thing
you,
right here.
can you dig into
You
that
can't-
for us?
Yeah.
So I have a piece on my shoulder for my grandfather that passed away.
Okay.
And this was his favorite whiskey.
Really?
And so I thought, what cool thing to tie in for. I have a cross with his signature in the middle, and then birth date and death date. And on the corner of the crosses, I have 4 roses.
I like that, man. That's dope.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Because it was something like, that's why the bottle means something to me. And the biggest thing, the reason why I got the 4 roses, whenever he passed away, my grandma actually gave me his last open bottle.
What?
And so I have his last bottle. I have it in a
Did you
vase.
drink it?
Never. I only
Okay,
drink it
good.
on his birthday. So I take one drink, or I have
Do you
one
take
glass.
a little? Do you pour a little sip
Just a
so
little.
it lasts long?
That's it. Yeah. And I literally have it in a decanter, and I just leave it. Have
That's
the bottle and
amazing.
everything. So that's why it means a lot to me, because I don't drink that bottle. I'd literally go spend $80 before I drink that bottle,
Yeah.
right? Because that bottle's priceless.
I
But
like that.
to get into the bottle, enough sad story. But that's a little bit
okay.
about me.
Let's do it.
So, funny story. This all started because of a marriage proposal.
What?
Wow.
That's why it's 4 roses. The corsage of 4 roses. So if you can see, it's literally a corsage.
I see it. Yep, I see it.
So, it's a. Let me get to it. Paul Jones Jr. is the owner or the creator of 4 Roses. Okay. His office is in Louisville, Kentucky, in the historic Main Street called Whiskey Row. There's probably a lot of whiskeys
On
that's in
that on that street.
on that street. There's probably a lot.
Whiskey Row.
His production was in 1860. That's kind of a long time ago.
Yeah,
That bottle's been around for a while.
for a minute.
Okay. Other than that, he made it for his wife, created it to obviously for proposal, right? And he just named it 4 Roses because, why not? Corsage, right? Now, as far as the notes go, I don't have those.
So I need to look these up.
No, I can do it because I don't want you to know.
Exactly. Make him guess.
He always be looking at it.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I mean, $80. They obviously have 2 other ones. They just have 4 Roses regular and then 4 Roses single batch, and then obviously this one. But I guess I should probably crack it. Sorry.
What's in the bottle?
Come on, baby. You've been taking it from me the last
It's my new favorite thing to say, and I totally took it from you.
I like it. I love it.
The first few episodes, you said, "What's in the bottle?" And I love that. I love. Oh, that was horrible.
That was
You gotta
terrible.
redo it.
Please.
You can't.
That's a tough one.
Ooh, there we go.
That was you could do it. You could do it.
Guess first. Absolutely.
As always.
This is special, man. We got a special bottle here. We got the backstory of the grandfather. Rises from behind the camera. He's on the camera now. And we got some great topics we're going to bring your way. I'm excited about
What
that
you
too.
want, Ross?
This will be good.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
So we've been filming
Yeah.
on Fridays because it is open enrollment.
Yeah.
I mean, we're busy. But
Yeah.
find times on Fridays. Sometimes it's a little.
Yeah. Enjoy.
OE, this is the busiest time of year. We
had a whole segment on that.
Yeah, a whole
most
segment a couple weeks
stressful.
back. Yeah, most stressful. Everybody's trying to get enrolled, and it's just insurance time. It's like tax time for accountants, but for us, it's insurance.
Honestly, no better time to drink some whiskey when it's stressed.
We'll be here till 7:00 tonight. Anyway.
Yep. We will be.
See now, that smells good.
Told you.
Good.
Told you.
Four Roses
All
is
right.
one of my favorites.
Oh, so you had it.
Oh yeah,
This is a new occurrence for me. I've never had Four Roses.
Really?
Never.
I'm with you. I don't think I have it either.
Now I will say
I'm excited.
there's a little floater in here.
No.
it's
So
from the
hey.
port.
So I meant to tell you. They put floaters of the oak barrel
Really?
because it sits in there.
Wow.
Gnarly.
I was gonna say. I don't know if I want to
We
drink
need to
this.
take
You
this
see
back.
that?
Yeah.
No, they do that.
That better be
That
factual.
is-
That better be factual. I think he might have just made that up. He might have just made that up. He made that up.
He went with it.
No.
He went
Like
with it.
something's in
No,
there,
but it is.
right?
But it's
No,
from the
there's-
cork.
it's
When
from
he
the
poured
cork.
it the first time, he did terrible. So and it knocked off some of the
Some of the
cork
cork.
into
That's
the
all right.
in the bottle.
I was gonna say there's definitely some floaters going
It's
on.
not,
that's all
not
it
going to
is.
kill you. Promise.
No.
It's alcohol, isn't it? Doesn't that?
Yeah, that kills
it.
anyway.
It kills it anyway.
germs, you know?
You know, Luke will be the one to catch that. The germaphobe.
Literally.
He'll catch it for sure.
I don't think y'all are going to get
Anything?
anything.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's
go for
smell
the
it.
smell.
Smell it.
And I'll do a little bit more research on
That
the.
smells good. I can tolerate this.
Yeah. Honey.
Vanilla.
Nope.
I got a touch of
neither
chocolate.
Neither?
those.
Nope.
I got a
Neither?
touch of chocolate in there.
Nope.
What?
Well, we should also taste it before
Grape.
we start.
Port.
All right. Whiskey for the soul.
So
Insurance
for the wallets. That was lousy. We'll do it better next time.
It's so good. It is so good.
I like that.
Whoa. That hit you or
I'm just
what?
observing everything that's going on in this cup right now. That's it.
I'm wondering if I have any floaters in my glass.
Oh, I didn't know this. This is their entry level bottle of bourbon.
Ooh, y'all see that shake? It hit me.
Ooh.
Jeez,
Yeah,
you
so
all
this-
right there,
I'm
Beast?
all right. I thought it was horse soldier for a minute.
Oh, we didn't even
nerves
say the
rocking.
proof.
Yeah, what is the proof on this mug?
104.
I told you it was up there. I know I'm not crazy. I
No, it's
know
up
I'm
there.
not
It's up there.
crazy.
So, like, whenever I go out and I have a good drink or an old fashioned or a Manhattan of some kind, I like to
Yeah,
use
Four
Four
Roses.
Roses. Which is my go to whiskey at a nice premium bar.
Funny story.
Really?
Funny story about my grandpa. One Christmas, we used to go out there for Christmas, right? He drank, not kidding you, an entire bottle.
How?
He would just put it down. We had to literally carry him out of the house.
I love that. I love that for your grandpa.
And he was like
I love
81
that.
at the
I
time.
love that for him.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he was just
Enjoy your
living
life.
his best life.
If you like,
Just
you like
Knock
it,
it
right?
down.
He loved
Yeah.
it. Just knocked, and he wouldn't even pour ice. He just pour the glass all the way up here.
Knock it off. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Shout
He
out,
was a
grandpa.
dog. Shout out, grandpa.
Putting it down, baby.
So we didn't guess anything yet, right?
Nope.
Port wine wasn't in it.
We've guessed stuff, but
Well, we didn't guess
we
anything
haven't
right.
gotten anything right.
We are, yeah.
Uh,
0.
Well, there's definitely oak because oak's in almost every whiskey.
Yeah.
Fresh oak.
Jeez.
We gotta get
We
something
gotta
right.
get better. We gotta get better than this. Nope. Orange.
Stone fruits.
Yeah.
No orange,
No orange.
Stone fruits.
but you're close.
How close?
apricot.
You're on the
If he got.
Wow.
Bro.
dried apricot.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
What else? Well, I guess you won't tell me. We got.
You want me to
That's
tell
all
you?
we got is
Gnarly
apricot.
aftertaste. I will say that.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Rods. Any other guess?
There is a flower in here.
Power.
A flower.
Maybe it's not a flower.
Roses?
No.
I mean,
about to say. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah.
Maybe it's not a flower.
Give us a multiple guess.
What you mean?
Like a multiple choice. Give us
Yeah.
options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, multiple guess. I call it
throw
my
something in
multiple
there.
I
guess.
wouldn't be good at that because I would just be very obvious with the right one.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well, tell us
give
what
it-
it is.
Okay.
man.
Give us the flower.
Dried apricot,
Yep,
We got that.
got that one.
light peach,
Ooh,
Oh.
light peach.
citrus blossom,
Blossom. Citrus
Blossom is flowers. Yep.
and lavender.
lavender. Wow.
Lavender's-
So this is
wow.
a big. Four Roses is big about on flowers.
Absolutely. That's what I was. Yeah.
I like that.
You know,
Was that Four Roses? Was it Blossom? What else?
Blossom,
Lavender.
lavender.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing.
Apricots.
I wish it was 4. That would be kind of sick.
That would have been
actually.
dope.
yeah.
My favorite thing to also say is stone fruits
Stone
from
fruit.
your like episode 3
Yeah.
or whatever that was.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yes, that was funny. When we did that.
But yeah, what do y'all think?
Mm.
I like
can you
this
taste
one
it
a lot.
after
I
knowing?
like this one a lot better than last week's. Last week's was the Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and nothing wrong with the Screwball.
Yeah.
I think
No.
I think it's very unique. It's different. It's meant to be that, right?
Yeah.
This puts it back on track to like what we were tasting everything
What
else
we're
from
used to.
bourbon. And this is I would much rather sip on this than sip on Screwball. The Screwball is just too sweet,
It is.
and this a lot better
So
flavor.
good, dude.
So
It's literally so good.
that's what I would say. And Four Roses, for the viewers, is my go-to drink.
Yep.
That and Woodford Reserve.
Woodford's good.
Yeah, those two are my go-tos
Oh,
for old fashioned.
Rod's got excited for that.
Yeah, Woodford's my go-to.
Yeah,
Any day of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
Any
Now,
day.
That might change now.
My change.
But yeah, Four Roses is if I am remembering correctly, I mean I know they have different levels on both, but Four Roses is a little bit of a step up compared to Woodford, so it's a little bit more premium of a whiskey.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
So I guess you gave it all that. What would you rate it then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, let's see.
One more taste for the camera.
Let's see. He was talking big.
He was.
He was talking big like he liked it. I want to see his rate.
8.2.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's up there. That's up there. That's up there. That's not higher than Remus.
Nope. Remus, I like the vanilla. I really do like the vanilla flavor in Remus.
Dude, ever since I've edited that video and we've published that, every liquor store that I went to,
see it.
I have asked for George Remus, and I have not tried it yet.
Did you go to Macadoodles? No.
Yes, I have because they ran out.
They can't.
yeah,
they don't
did.
have it in
Yeah,
stores.
they had
Wait,
to
that was the bottle they literally
they
got
had to
for us that
personally
day.
order it
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
They had to run and get that
Yeah,
one for us.
they literally
Yep.
went and got it.
Yep. And we almost out.
Yeah. So everywhere that you
Yeah.
go, they're out.
Yeah.
So that
they like
must
don't
mean
even
something.
realize it. I'm like, how? Like, what do you mean? How?
You're a liquor store.
Yeah. Like,
Don't you guys have like
Am I speaking
document Excel
French?
sheet or
Right.
something? Yeah.
But yeah,
funny.
no, I think Remus is still takes the cake. But this is a good whiskey. It's I will say it's nice to have a change up.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
when you have the same thing over and over again, you have vanilla in it, it's good.
for sure.
This is a good change up.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
got to give him that.
For me, yeah, I'm right there with you. This is in the middle.
7.
Hold on, I'm coming. Here I
9.
come. Here I come.
6.5.
It's in the middle. It's giving me. It's reminding me of Horse Soldier because I still think it's strong.
Really?
It's not that as strong as Horse Soldier. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But it is strong
It
for
did
sure.
have you shaking, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something went through my body. I don't know.
Came out of nowhere.
But I will say that I like it. It is smooth overall. So I do like it. It's not obviously Remus is my top still.
Yeah.
But I will give this probably a 7.5.
Ugh,
I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah. I'll give
You
it a
suck
7.5.
with your ratings.
you do suck.
How?
And last episode
How?
he said I suck.
How?
Actually,
How do
no,
I suck
that
with
was
my
today.
ratings? It's okay. It's not everything. I'm looking for Remus. And maybe I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you
but
shouldn't be because now you're just
But
selecting
that's
one category.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, but be open.
Yeah. Be open.
Be open.
It's up to preference, right? You like to say
All right.
that, right?
Well, for me, this holds a different story.
Exactly.
It's a totally different thing.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm in the 9s.
I like that.
I'm at a 9.6, 9.7.
Might as well call it a 10.
No, I can't do 10.
You can't do it a 10.
That's a very special bottle, and yet we haven't had yet.
Okay.
But 9.6, 9.7 obviously holds a different place in my heart.
Yeah.
But I also think it's a great bottle. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
that's what I'm going to go with.
100%. Rods?
See, whenever I drink whiskey, and I usually drink it straight as well, or old fashioned, that's like the two.
Hard ass.
Sorry. I always am big on like the aftertaste with whiskeys. I like the ones where you can taste it right away and it's smooth, and then there's no like aftertaste. I'm gonna go like an 8-9 on this one. Yeah. This is a good one for me.
So everybody was at over 8?
Yeah. And that's why I said you suck.
Y'all can have it.
This is the
y'all can
good
have it.
whiskey.
This is a
the
great
good
Yeah, I can have
whiskey.
The fact that it's under 8,
Hey,
For
you
It
understand
is
where
what it
that's
is.
down at?
no.
Like the bottles that we have tasted.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now where this fits on my scale.
That's
okay?
great.
And I'm
I don't
not
even
gonna
think
change.
you know your scale.
I think.
I would agree with that. This is a good bottle of whiskey,
Yeah.
and his ass.
take our 3
No.
ratings. Not
Don't worry about what they talk about. Trust me. Believe in me. Trust me.
Yeah. Huh?
It's good. I mean, it's not bad. I never once said it
You
was
don't
bad.
have to. You don't have to say anything else.
Okay, good. I
Okay.
said
Quit with the
I said a
bullshit.
7.5.
We're not to hear
I
anything
said a
else.
7.5.
So you just go ahead and stay in your corner.
Yeah.
No more words out of you today on this podcast episode. Okay.
All right, y'all got it.
You just look pretty. Look pretty for the camera.
I can do that. That I can do.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's a good bottle.
Yeah.
I like the story.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever.
It was
time
cool.
to move on. I guess.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
Well,
It's good to we get.
let's go ahead and pivot to what we are wanting to talk about today. And I think Rods is a perfect example. I call you Rods. For the camera, his first name's Christian, last name Rodner. I call him Rods. So
All
if you
gonna
hear
call
me
him
call him
Rods.
Rods. That's why.
Yeah.
So, Rods is a perfect fit to have on here.
Absolutely.
And I love talking about this because I think it's a very big key to growing and developing anything when it comes to growing your business. And that is networking and gaining referrals.
He's pretty good at that.
Yeah. And Rodner has been a very good example and somebody who has established relationships via social media like LinkedIn to establishing in-person relationships. And so I'd love to just kind of dive into your philosophy behind it. Why do you do it? How has it been successful for you? And just really get your take on it. I love networking. That's how I kind of got started in the business as well. A lot of my business was not cold call generated. It was getting, excuse me.
Oh,
Getting involved in a networking group or a referral group that was local here where our office is, which is in Lee Summit. And shout out to everybody that kind of helped me, get up and off the ground. But I answered a lot of questions, met with people every week, and I kind of liked the face-to-face stuff.
for sure.
I think that it serves a purpose and a role within your business. I don't think if you want to be wildly successful and scale, I think face-to-face is challenging to scale because you can't really scale that very quickly. I think it takes more time. But I think that if you are doing all the things right, that it will scale by itself with putting in a day to 24 to 48 hours a week investing in on that type of stuff.
For sure.
The rest of it, I think you need to spend on the phone, talking to people, prospecting, those types of things. But let's jump into networking. So, do you guys have a specific question
I
you'd
got
like to
some
ask me?
questions. I got
Go
some
ahead.
questions.
Shoot away.
Yeah, I think networking is crucial, especially in any industry and in business overall. You have to network or your business won't progress, right? For you, Rod, tell me, what was it? Did you have a fear of networking? Did you have a fear of meeting new people, shaking hands, getting in rooms that you were not familiar with? And if so, how did you overcome that, right? Because this still was a new career path for you, right? So with anything, you have to overcome, any objections and things of that nature. And so I guess the question is, did you have a fear initially meeting new people? If so, how did you overcome that?
So kind of where everything started as far as like networking as a whole for me, because like the beginning of my career was just all grind, work hard, always picking up the phone, always on the phone, yada yada yada. And then I specifically remember this one meeting I actually had with Luke. And we had the one-to-ones. That was at the time when it was with Jabo, who's actually on the last episode, and then Luke for our class. And then I remember sitting there, we're talking about goals and everything like that, kind of what I wanted to establish in my career. And he goes, well, honestly, man, you're working really hard when it comes to all this stuff. But how we're going to establish longevity is getting in front of the right people to benefit your career in the right way. So it wasn't, thank you for calling Cigna. It wasn't anything like that. It was going out and meeting the right people and building a brand, an Apollo brand. But for me, it would be Christian Ronner with Apollo. That's how I like to build my brand. That's how I always go out and talk to people. So representing Apollo in the right way. So that's partially another thing that I have always had a great passion about, because I'm huge on my personal brand, how people view me, especially in the business world. But really where it kind of started, after that meeting, I used to have a set schedule. I would call, cold call, and then I would hammer LinkedIn for an hour. And I would send 50 to 100 messages before lunch, after lunch, and then I'd pick up the phone. So I'd message financial advisors, I would message people in the other insurance industries out here and see if there's anybody that my skill sets could bring value to. Kind of got a diamond in the rough, actually. It's this company based out of, there's one guy who's in North Carolina, there's a guy in Texas. So that's where they're based out of. And they, I won't say his name. If you're watching, you know who you are. He really has excelled my career faster than what I could ever imagine when it comes to building a network. For sure. He introduced me to it snowballed, introduced me to a bunch of different companies, and kind of what I did with that, especially because you think about it, I'm just turned 26 and I'm working with people who are in their 50s and 60s and doing all these industries for years. Just to build a personal relationship and actually learn about their day-to-day lives outside of business, handle the things the right way when it comes to taking care of their clients, keeping them up to date, be there for their clients, customer service. There's nothing better that I like to bring to the table as customer service, especially everybody knows how insurance is nowadays. So there's always going to be problems. So just being there for people and holding their hands, helping them through the process. So that's kind of what I would say that has allowed me to build a network.
Nice.
Yeah. That's really good, because I think I always call it being authentic.
Yep.
When you're authentic with people and you ask them questions about their life, and you actually show that you care more than just about gaining business. Like, the reality is, yes, we're here because we want to try and give them business and they want to try and give you business. It's a reciprocal, mutual, beneficial relationship. But when you take it a step further and you're authentic and real, and you show them why you care and why you're different than every Joe Schmo that's out there, I call them the business card people that go to the events and they hand out their business card. Oh, hey, what's going on? Here's my name's Luke. Here's my business card. Let's connect. Oh, here, my name's Luke. Let's connect. Like, that's not authentic. They don't care. They're just out there to hopefully meet somebody that's going to send them a referral or two.
Yep.
But you took the time to invest in relationships with people, and those relationships have benefited you a long time. And that's kind of like, if you remember back to our conversation, getting in front of the right people and building and establishing relationships for long-term longevity. Everything's about a career, right? We talked about the last couple of episodes. We talked about building a career. That's building a career. Like, you took this job or career and you viewed it as that. You didn't view it as a job or a stepping stone, because people who view it as a stepping stone, they wouldn't have had the courage. They wouldn't have probably reached out to a financial advisor or taken the time to have conversations. Because if you remember, and you probably remember this a lot, but when you start and you work on establishing relationships, they don't necessarily benefit you
right away
the first 6 months or year. It's a long-term relationship.
Yep.
And I think that's also probably what those guys that you met they probably admire that about you, because I can't tell you how many people come into an industry and then they're gone.
Yep.
And they probably admire, man, this guy, we've been working for him for a long time. He's not just going to leave on us.
Right.
And that there's value in that. And, oh, by the way, you are younger. This guy's going to be here for a long time. If I send him one of my clients, I don't have to worry about this guy retiring.
Right.
I don't have to worry about this guy leaving the industry. I don't have to worry about anything. This guy is going to take care of my clients for the next 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what goes through their minds. And there's value in that, like a lot of value.
Yeah.
So I think if you remember back to those conversations, if I ever can tell people about one thing and to do in this business to be different, the cold calls are great. The reaching out to people or buying leads and selling leads are great. All those things are going to help you be successful. But when it comes to networking and when it comes to like generating referral relationships, referral partners, those people that do well at that is a lot of times the definition of really successful and just being average.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've probably seen that for yourself. So I'd add that.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
don't know if you want to add anything.
no, I think right now is a great time to stop
Yep.
and give a thanks to our sponsor,
Yep.
Apollo.
Absolutely.
Boom.
We want to shout out our sponsor, Apollo Insurance Group. They are one of the largest health insurance brokerages out of the Midwest. They specialize in health, life, dental, vision, a lot of the things you need in regards to insurance they have. So they typically save their clients a lot of money in regards to their premium. So if you don't have someone that's helping you or aiding you through this process or this chaotic world of health insurance, please reach out to them. They fight for you, they specialize in what they do, and they're great at their job.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it again for watching the sponsor video. But no, back to that, Rods. Obviously, we've been through the grind together, right? Me and Rods were in the same class. 21? What were we?
Yeah,
21.
21?
June of 21.
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Nah. It's been 2 years though.
I sit there and I make that mistake all the time. Like,
It's true, though.
I'm talking with the leaders. I'm like, oh yeah, Tyler, he was with the 22s. No, he was the 21s. I'm like, really? And I have to like do a double take or the 20s.
It's true.
or
I mean,
whatever, right?
it gets to that point. But no, man, like I always admired the hard work that you put in. And like I always wanted to replicate that. But at the end of the day, honestly, no one did work as hard as you. Like for real. I'm not trying to toot your own horn. You already know it, right? But it's one of those things where like when you first started using Octopus to message LinkedIn, you know what I mean? And I was like, at the time, I was like, why is he doing LinkedIn? So I guess my question to you is like, how did you target the people, or why did you target the certain people that you targeted? And how did that, I mean, obviously become successful for you? Why do you think that industry was so successful?
So whenever I made my list, because I mean, they've already given us financial advisors. I mean, really anybody that their clientele can benefit from our services. I mean, our services, we always win. I don't like to toot our own horn, but nobody can beat us. I'm sorry. Because we're good. So I would reach out to people who manage money for clients or other type of insurances work for clients, or small business owners that need potentially, they have group coverage, but lo and behold, individual coverage is better. All of these people who I could bring value to, and it was easy, to be honest. Just building good relationships and treating people right. And when you say you're going to do something, you absolutely do it. You never say something and then go back on your word. That's just accountability, being credible.
Yeah.
The good things.
Trustworthiness.
Basically. Yeah, trustworthy, the whole 9 yards.
Core value of Apollo.
Absolutely.
And Good one. So yeah, whenever I found the people that I could reach out to, that Octopus CRM system with LinkedIn, so I could go through and search up everybody who was in that industry that I feel like personally I could bring value to, and I would send messages to all of them. Then it would turn into a phone call. Then it would turn into coffee. It would turn into multiple phone calls. After, I mean.
A lot of time investment.
Oh yeah, that process to actually get a referral from somebody, it usually took at least 3 to 5 connects to talk. Because I mean, like the guys who I work with down in Arizona, I'm in Kansas City. Like,
Right.
why are they gonna send a client to me if I'm all the way up here and I've met one face to face, but that relationship took 17 months to basically really kind of get in a driver's seat with them and be a trustworthy partner.
Right.
So that's the process that I've always taken. Look at it as the long game. Don't go in and don't demand business, because I mean, like he said, here's my business card.
Yeah.
Here's my business card.
Right.
Here's my business card. I hate people who do that.
Yeah.
I personally do, especially because I've been to a couple networking events. I've been around the block a little bit, and it's the first time you're meeting somebody.
Right.
You don't even know my name.
Yeah. Just talk to him. Talk to him.
So that's what I would say that I've done to really kind of build my list and then use the list the right way.
Yeah. I'm gonna piggyback off that before you ask a question. Yeah. So for the people who obviously, because we always been doing this, people who want to get in the industry or whatever, or who are new to the industry and want to network, how do you navigate when is too much communication and when is not enough? Like, even if they're not sending you, because obviously it's a longevity thing, right? You got to stay in contact. So how did you go about being able to obviously like foresee, what was too much or what was too little? Like, where was the median in that?
So one thing that I do, especially when I'm in a face-to-face setting, I've been in a few networking groups. I've been to various back-to-back week courses. I personally never give out business cards unless they ask for it, personally.
That's good.
So I like to build a solid relationship with somebody, kind of find out what they do. I mean, if they ask what I do, I'll tell them,
right,
but I won't give them my business card.
Right.
I want to get to know somebody on a personal level, kids, what their kids like to do, what they like to do, lake, you name it, all that stuff. I mean, pickleball. I play pickleball with one of my referral partners right now.
Hell yes.
Heck, I even have a referral partner that I play Halo with, played video games with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't get on Halo because Luke hates video.
Yeah. So that's really what I say. Don't give out business cards unless people ask about it. And then once they ask for your business card, usually people are going to say, oh, what's your process look like? What's it going to look like if I send a client to you? How do you handle stuff? What products do you work with?
Absolutely.
That's when you can go into when they already trust you, when the real value begins to build at what you personally can do for their clients.
For sure. Good. I like that.
So.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I was just gonna say all that. I mean, you're like taking the word. He probably listened to a couple of my comments, but I can't hit on enough.
Yeah. When
you go to a networking meeting, I purposely do the same thing that Rod did. He probably picked this up from me. I don't know. Maybe he picked it up himself. I don't know. But I do not like to talk about myself unless asked.
Yep.
I don't give my business card out unless asked. I'm asking you questions. I'm going to ask you about your family. What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Then they turn around and they'll open it up and talk about me. I'll sometimes even, when they even ask me, I'll sometimes still not tell them what I do. I'll come back with another question about what they do. Then I'll go into what if they ask a second time. But it's kind of like that, a little bit of the... you're still unknown.
Yeah, mysterious.
Right? Mysterious. Absolutely. They want to know you. They want to get to know you. Why does this guy not tell me what he does?
What's going on?
What does he do? So it's a little bit of that. But then at the same time, I think that when you go in and you start talking about yourself, oh, I can do this, I do this, I, it immediately turns people off. And when you can build and establish a relationship before you ever even ask for something, I even love to ask. I always love to ask this too before I even ask for anything. How can I help support you in your business?
Yep.
Or you in your job? And it may or may not even be a referral. It may be just a shout out on social media. It may be, hey, I need this. I need to really test something out. Would you be willing to test something out for me? There's a lot of things that you could do to help people in their job or their career outside of just sending a referral.
For sure.
Because when I first got started in a referral group or referral network, I didn't really have a whole lot of money yet. I was still on my, parents' health insurance plan because I was 18 years old. So I didn't go buy health insurance. I didn't go buy life insurance. I didn't own a home. So I had no homework that needed to be done from handymen or electricians or any of that stuff.
Right.
There's just things that I hadn't lived life yet. Right.
For
so
sure.
you're just a young pup really. So what value could I add to somebody? I can't go to the realtor and say, hey, I'm going to go buy a home because I wasn't there yet.
Correct.
Right.
So a lot of times, especially as a young professional, it can be a little intimidating going to a referral group. And that's where I say, don't feel like this necessary thing where you got to provide value by like buying something, exchanging or trading goods. You can provide value to other business people in the community without having to actually give a referral. And that was the other thing. Like all my friends, they're the same age as me.
Yeah.
They're in college still.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think that's a fun fact to always remember is you can provide value to people without ever having to actually buy something from them or
For sure.
give them a referral.
For
so
sure.
that's going back to being authentic.
Authentic.
So
Yeah, absolutely. I think I mean I agree. I can't agree with you more. It's all about being authentic and being your true self, especially in the world of networking. It's just relationships. That's what it is. It's a cool word to say, hey, I'm networking, but it's you're building relationships. You're talking to people. You're trying to see what they're about. You're trying to see how you can help them navigate through their needs and wants with their specialties, right? And so I think it's super crucial. It's just as crucial as selling, because that networking leads to that, right? And it's a slow pace. I think we talked about it earlier. It's not fast paced. No, it's not a fast turnaround. This thing takes time. So you have to spend time to cultivate the relationships in order to get, what you want on the other end. So it's crucial. It may take a while. People give up on networking because they don't believe in it. It's taking too long. I want to get a lead, or I want to get, referrals right away. Don't give up. Stay in your bag, because it will take time. But when it does hit, it hits big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And not to toot me and Mark's horn, but we actually
Toot.
we actually just landed a pretty cool thing. Next couple episodes that we might be shooting here before too long is actually going to be at another spot.
Yeah.
It's not going to be here. It's called Libations.
Dang, I ain't even. You gonna tell them that already?
Come on, they gotta know. They gotta know. No, because we're not. So we're talking about it. You know what I mean? No, but we've been working hard doing that.
Yeah.
Trying to bring you guys new scenery.
Yeah.
Obviously getting people
Yeah.
in our area just acquainted with us. So
Yeah.
be pretty
Absolutely.
cool. But those episodes are gonna be cool.
Yep.
Hopefully they're here soon.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about on your networking. I know you said I want to go on to the mentorship and guidance part. So it sounds like you got some from myself, you got some from other people, but go into how important the mentorship and guidance was into getting you out into feeling comfortable from a networking perspective.
Okay. No, that's a really good question. Where I'd probably lead off on that is cold calling. Cold calling to the moon and back.
Okay.
So back before I started my career, I don't know if everyone remembers this, I was really timid. I really like to work hard.
Yep.
Really, really worked hard, but I didn't know how to talk to a wall.
Yeah.
Boy,
To be honest. So
Yep.
I remember specifically with you actually.
Yeah.
You were like, it's going to happen with the dials. That resonated me so well.
That sounds like a Mark.
Yeah,
It's going to start with the dial.
Yeah.
And then it would lead to another leader. Keep them on the phone for 3 minutes. Then it would be try to find a pain. And just learning how to talk to people. And really, once I get an inch, I take a mile when it comes to social skills.
There you go.
So
There you go.
knowing,
Eating lyrics.
I like that.
so that's where I would say learn to build your social foundation.
Boom.
And know where you sit in the room with the type of people you're with and what industry they're in. Because
That's really good.
That's really
so
knowing where you're sitting in the type of room with the type of people that you're.
Yep.
That's
so
huge.
knowing your surroundings, when you can bring value, when you could learn something.
Yep.
When you need to shut up. And
Yeah.
not say
Yep.
anything.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, know your place definitely.
Yeah.
I actually went to a convention in Wichita to one of my real estate guys. Shout out Trent over at KW. So
Shout out, Trent.
He's brought me.
Shout out.
He is one of my good friends. He's out of Wichita. There was this guy by the name of David Hoffman. Is his name. So he what was the book called? It was Rules Over Relationships, or Relationship Over Rules. That's what it is. He was the real estate agent for like every professional athlete in North Carolina. Michael Jordan,
Oh, wow.
Steven Smith, Ric Flair.
Wow.
So I went and actually got
Diamond ring wearing,
yeah.
can't steal sperm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. You didn't see that a couple times.
So
That was good.
one thing that he said that resonated with me a lot is he would always tell stories when he just moved to North Carolina, starting his real estate career. He would go meet with potential prospects, and they would meet about real estate, about the process of buying a home. One thing he always used to say, he goes, "Tell me something good about today." Opener. Not even talking about interest rates, real estate, you name it. Tell me something good about your life.
He just wants to know what happened.
Yeah.
That's it.
So he told me some crazy stories about potential clients having loved ones who passed away, and he would just be there and kind of be the shoulder to lean on. I mean, always allow people to vent to him and learn about their life story. And that really resonates with me, especially in our job when it comes to, I mean, as an insurance broker, our job's not to sell them a policy. It's for the policy to work.
Yeah.
So that's something
Because if it doesn't work, they're quitting and they're going somewhere else.
Correct.
Amen.
You're losing a client.
So that's something that really resonates with me really well when it comes to my day-to-day job.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Whether it's networking, whether it's customer service for clients, you name it. I mean, just being there for people no matter what.
That's fire.
That's really good.
So
That's excellent. I want that.
I can't say anything after that.
Well, I tell you what, I don't even know how much time we're at, but we're
Yeah.
probably close to time.
Yeah.
If you had one thing and this is obviously for young professionals and/or people who are seasoned and own businesses and are in sales, one thing. I love to ask this question. I
know you ask
this
every
question.
time, but I love it.
It's
Pick
good.
up on it.
For guests.
If
it's
you had
good.
one thing that you wanted to leave our audience with, and it'd be that one specific thing, it could be on networking, it could be sales centric, it could be industry specific. What would you want to tell them that they remember?
no matter what you're doing in life, be authentic.
Ooh. Okay.
Always.
Boom.
Mic drop.
Done.
I love it.
I like it a
So,
lot.
my last question to you. Are you going to drink this over Woodford?
Mm.
Oh, that is a good question.
You've had an entire episode to drink.
Don't let them.
You've had an entire episode to
Not gonna
drink.
lie, I like Four Roses
Straight.
over it.
Yeah,
So-
your glass
Straight,
is pretty
yes.
close to empty there.
Straight? Okay.
I
he said
see it.
straight, yes.
Straight, yes.
Your
The
glass is
ultimate
pretty
test
close
is
to empty.
in the old fashioned.
Okay, well, I'll make you one later. I'll make you one later
tonight.
I'll make you one later.
Yeah,
So
it's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
you guys can have some old fashions later, and I expect to get a text message which one you guys like.
Well, you already
You
know.
can probably have two.
Every time
Four
I'm drinking, I literally send you a picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
We always do.
Well,
I send you one when I get home. I got it smoked and everything. Boom.
Hey, but honestly, one thing, like I said, we do want to start doing live videos, going live on either YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that. I think that would be cool. Interact with you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do that, let us know.
We've gotten some videos where you guys are interacting. Our views are up.
Absolutely.
Our subscribers are up. So we appreciate once again all the support that we've been getting.
Absolutely.
Can't thank you guys enough
Yeah.
for that. So we want to interact with you guys more.
yes.
Yep.
Wanna
We're
do
here
it
for
more.
you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Well, it's been a good
Appreciate
one.
it.
We had a lot of good talks. Now we know what time it is.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let's get to it.
Mark, you do it. Come on.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we got
Let's do it. Whiskey for the soul, insurance for the wallet. Peace.